Gemini compatible with Libra. See, now this is double air right here. So y'all may just be talking a storm of words, talking of forensics. So Gemini is mutable, adaptable in their own ways of thinking and communicating. Of course, they like to be considerate by doing this for other people. Now, Libra come up with new ways on how to initiate, new ways on how to think and communicate. And of course, Libra is ruled by Venus, so they're very emotional, aka they're very deep with these things because it's like the other side of Scorpio and it's like the other side of Virgo. But of course, at times, Virgo is predicated towards details and of course being kind of generous and service to people. But of course, Virgo kind of is off in this perspective. Like Venus falls in Virgo, so that means love, romance, and these things not really predicated towards Virgo because Mercury is like the other side. Of course, things is gonna be like offish. Like Virgo would be predicated towards things that make sense and of course detail oriented. They don't really care too much about love and all that desire shit, makeup and all that other matters. Unless they really have a purpose behind it, or unless they have some other planets in that perspective. But love matters can be like kind of up and down, and of course it's a difference. But when we got Gemini and Libra, now we got two zodiac signs that's airy, aka a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of communication. Like these two would never get tired of talking. These two could talk for eons. They could talk for days, and the connection is very powerful. It's very strong. It's very emotional because it's a trine. It's like a gift that y'all both gonna appreciate communicating with each other, and of course interacting with each other and having each other around. See, also when it comes to the sex, see the sex is very great. It's wonderful. At times, Libra can be kind of like indecisive when it comes to sex matters because they could be wanting to do this, wanting to do that. But of course, Libra is like the scales. They like the balance. So of course, they have their own scale. They have their own balance. But of course, they want to make sure that they want to keep the sand scale at an equilibrium. They want to make sure that their partner is comfortable with this sex position. They want to make sure their partner is actually getting their shit off in this position. They want to make sure their partner is like at peace, and they want to make sure their partner is like actually loving this shit. They want to make sure their partner having a good time. Like that movie. What's that movie? Where the chick said, "You want to have fun time?" That's basically a Libra perspective. You want to have fun time? So they're gonna basically make sure you have a fun time. They want to make sure you come here situated. Like that's like going. Let's just come out with an example. Say you got a freaky ass Libra. She work at the nail salon, and she actually do massages. See now, that's the description. See now, this Libra, this freaky ass Libra might be doing extra shit now. She may be trying to like also go down on you and shit. Make sure you really, really come back here and make sure you really, really are in equilibrium's perspective. But of course, that Libra is gonna want to make sure that the fairness is in state, fairness and justice is in place. So of course, it's gonna go to that perspective. But yeah, that's pretty much Libra and the Gemini and the sex matters. But of course, a Libra could be very indecisive. They could be coming up with many ideas and many concepts and many orchestrators at times. So a Gemini will come up with ideas to make sure that the Libra is actually satisfied and of course situated as in good hands and as in good harms. Because of course that Libra is gonna follow through with that Gemini, and of course they're gonna have a very, very fun time. And of course, when it comes to the way they think and communicate, these two, they are very deeply intellected. And of course, Gemini have their own perspective, of course, where they want to like travel, get out there and explore. And Libra, like, they kind of find equilibrium and balance at times. But of course, the Libra may be wanting to flirt at times and communicate, and of course, may talk about things. See, this is where Gemini not going to really stress the matter, because of Geminis, they communicate and love to interact with all kind of people. So this is like a similarity with that the Libra and the Gemini are going to have, because it's like you could be in a relationship, you could be a Gemini, you could be in a relationship with a Libra. A Libra going to like just fuck around and talk to somebody that's not in a relationship, or just talk to a stranger. See, a Gemini can do the same shit too. But of course, do that shit with an Aquarius or a Capricorn or somebody that's, they're gonna look at that shit like, yo, what the fuck is you like? Is you good? Is you fucking good? See, they gonna look at these things like, okay, like, what the fuck is you talking to this person for? Hey, is everything good with you? Are you feeling all right? Say that, yeah, it's like a different perspective in that kind of manner. But of course, like, that's something that the Gemini and the Libra don't really see as a problem or issue because they both gonna be doing it simultaneously. And of course, when it comes to things that they value, see, a Libra, they may get too lost in their desires and relationships and relating to things that matter. And of course, a Libra gonna feel the need to basically always want to connect and always want to be in a relationship. Now, Gemini don't really care. Gemini's kind of like independent. Gemini's like outgoing. Of course, a Gemini are gonna have people, places, and things in their surroundings or their environment or their close friends or close matters. But a Gemini is not gonna be in a circumstance situation of wanting to or being or needing to be in a relationship to basically get things done. See, that's the difference between a Gemini and a motherfucking Libra. Because the Libra, Libra is predicated towards, being in relationships. That's why, like they opposite would be Aries when it comes to that manner. Everybody is opposites. As long as you're doing shit on the spiritual perspective, if you and your desires and shit, you're just in a relationship because you want to have a boyfriend or have somebody, yeah, that's cool and all. But if y'all don't know how to switch things up and get on some spiritual shit, y'all relationship is gonna be trash, dry, and of course y'all gonna be tired of each other. You'll be like, I don't even want to be around this motherfucking person no more. Like, this shit is just trash. That's how the relationship go motherfucking play out. So yeah, y'all gotta learn how to do things. And of course, y'all gonna have a lot to talk about. Y'all gonna have a lot to value and things of that matter. But that could kind of like throw off the Gemini, because the Gemini will be looking at the Libra like, okay, sometimes it's cool where we can just like go our own way, like not be with each other all damn day, because can't trap air. You can't trap air, period. Both air signs gonna be like, you can't trap me. But of course, it's gonna be kind of hard because Libra is like, man, they exalted. They exalted in Neptune and motherfucking Jupiter. So they love abundance of love, abundance of fairness and equilibrium, or someone to relate to. They need somebody to talk to find equilibrium and balance. See, this relationship is cool. It's gonna work out, and they share different modalities. This relationship could be predicated towards them being friends or relating with somebody. But when it comes to love matters, it's kind of like different. These two, like, they're very outgoing, very sociable. And of course, you got Gemini. Even when it comes to emotions, like these two zodiac signs, they're not really emotional, affectionate unless the Libra falls in love. Like, the Libra gotta like seriously be in love in order for the Libra to basically take Gemini, airy, masculine matter and put that more into like more of a, okay, you can find equilibrium and balance with this Geminis and their feelings, and Geminis and love. That's that kind of manner. Like, the Libra would have to like really be in love with this person in order for that to be a perspective. And when it comes to trust issues, they both can trust each other. It's not really an issue at times. The only thing is, yeah, it's really not an issue. Their trust matters is real good. They're not gonna like put themselves in situations of being all over the place. But of course, the Gemini will want the Libra to like be more intelligent with their mind and shit, and not just look at the Libra like, okay, damn, every time this person, like, I gotta ask them a question or some shit, or it's gonna be a circumstance situation, like Gemini may be like, okay, this damn Libra is not smart, because they always asking me for the answers or some shit like that, or asking me if we should do these things in that manner. But of course, Libra is smart too, because they're like the cardinal air sign. But of course, they need that initiative to be more relatable and more equilibrium and more fair-minded when it comes to that matter. But these two zodiac signs, it can work out. It's not gonna really be no issues or no problems. I just gotta learn how to separate and like try not to talk too much about y'all emotions or feelings and emotions. Try not to talk too much shit, because y'all may be all talking, no action, no show, like no passion and shit. Y'all at least add a little bit more passion, add a little bit more fire. Y'all can get that spark going and shit. You feel me? Like, come up with new imaginations and shit, and come together and just basically explore. But of course, at times, like, The Libra will look at the Gemini like you all over the place at times. You're not like in one position where you can just be more passionate in that perspective. Like you're just all over the place. Got your finger in every pie. Oh, you know how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much the Gemini and Libra for right now. It's gonna be more shit, but that's for right now, right there.